Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. I'm 31 years old and I'm an entrepreneur. My mission in life is to create a bridge between the Caribbean and the United States, economically, culturally. So my main industry is about tourism. I owned for the past 5 years an agency that managed 68 luxury villas in the French Caribbean. And I had to close the company last year because of COVID after losing more than 100K. And right now, still fulfilling my mission. I'm on my way to the US to keep creating that bridge culturally between the Caribbean and the United States. So after closing my other company, filing for bankruptcy, I decided to move to Miami. And what I'm doing right now is, because I was so involved for the past 5 years into influence marketing, because I have an interesting network in the Caribbean and also in the US, I decided, still following my mission, to create an agency that would manage some young Caribbean influencer and pitch it to brands. So find a way to be to put in relation those promising Caribbean influencers and those high-level companies, so they can work together and the diversity can shine a little bit more on the US media. So this is what I'm doing right now. You can follow my growth on Instagram. My agency is going to launch in a few weeks, and I already signed 2 influencers. So I think you'll hear from them very soon. Becoming an entrepreneur for me was something that I felt deeply since childhood. So I've always been a leader. Always been very competitive at school, in sports. I always wanted to be the first, the best, and everything. So I think this part of me have always been there. And then really like becoming an entrepreneur, I didn't knew that I was going to be one until I started. I think I was 19, something like that. So I cannot really say that I've been inspired by other entrepreneurs or by other people, because I feel like the path is very personal. But I've been inspired by personalities who can be actors, authors, um, like even athletes and stuff, depending on what field they was in. I've been inspired by them regarding the path of discipline, motivation, ambition, and other qualities and competences that are really needed when you're an entrepreneur. The most important skill that I think that I have today is resilience. I think this is something that is very, very important when you're an entrepreneur, and is sometimes you will need it. I will say we need it for our whole life, actually, not just about entrepreneurship, but knowing when to let go and knowing how to bounce back quickly enough so you can like keep going on your mission. I think that's the most important skill. Social media today, I think it's very important, is most of the industries that are building marketing strategy online. For me, it's like 90% of my marketing strategy. I still use it today, because these past years it was definitely part of my main strategy. We had like meetup with influencer. We did like press trips with American influencer to the Caribbean. So it was definitely part of my strategy. And today, because the new business I'm going in, social media and especially influence marketing is going to be 90% of my main strategy. Oh, wow. This is a tough question because we all face challenges. My challenges or the challenges I had to face, I think the biggest one and the toughest one was finding balance between my personal life and my professional life. So, being a woman, being a mom, and being an entrepreneur, that was really challenging to find balance long term. I'm still working on it. If anyone has the magic solution, I want to hear it. But yeah, that was one of my main challenge. And then the other one was filing for bankruptcy last year. So it's very tough also when you invest yourself for 5 years into a business, you almost at 1 million euro revenue, and then COVID, and then you're losing money and you don't know what you're gonna do. That was definitely like professionally one of the toughest challenge I had to experience because it's also knowing when you have to make a decision, knowing that you have employees, that people are depending from you. So yeah, that was also a huge challenge, and bouncing back is also a challenge. Okay, so what I would like to share with a young entrepreneur that are building businesses, I have two tips. It's not really tips, it's just like introspection of knowing what they want. So at a young age, we usually do not think about getting married, do not think about having kids. But I really think that it's important to, when you like jump into entrepreneurship, it's gonna consume you, your time, your energy, and you never know like when you will reach all your goals, because every time you push more and you have more goals and there is other places you want to go and other stuff you want to do. So I think it's really important to just know, kind of like figure out if we want to be a mom, if we want to get married, and we don't really know when it happened, but it's like good to have some kind of idea, because what can happen is that you just jump into entrepreneurship and then you become mom or then you get married and whatever, like we can say each of these aspects are taking a part of us. So that means we won't be able to put every energy into the business. So I think it's good to just think about it before or at the beginning. And then the other thing would be about management. It's really, really important to value the people you're working with. So it can be your employees, it can be your accountant, your banker, anyone, but relationships actually are the most important part of any growing business. Any, like it can be with as I said, accountant, banker. It can even be some wholesaler you're working with. Well, relationship is key, so human management is really, it's key. So make sure that you always prioritize this.